So, as health professionals, based on our codes of conduct, we must protect the child, and we have to meet some legal obligations. So first of all, we have to know what is our legal qualification, because of course the report or the crime report are related to our legal qualifications. So as for the specific consensus to reporting in the ministerial guidelines, you find recommendations that the Italian forensic genetics provided to the ministry. And in these guidelines, if we have to deal with children, it can happen that parents maybe do not accept reporting of biological evidence, and so it is clear that in case of such rejection, we have to report this situation, and this rejection must always be noted in the health records. And health records are essential, not just because they include the medical history, the detection, and so on, but also it must be used to include such evidence of rejection. The DNA analysis in this field are so advanced that we can identify male presence even in absence of sperm, and I'm referring to sexual abuse. So with the microscope research, we can see that it is possible to assess the male DNA even if it transferred with hands, for example. And in case of sexual abuse, we also have to remind that we soon witness a failure of ejaculation, but we can always find some male, evidence. Another important thing concerns the chain of custody, and this is fundamental because during the legal proceedings, as I was saying, the forensic genetic analyses are so state of the art that we can detect even in small quantities of DNA, even if these are transferred just by hand touching. But what is essential is the chain of custody. I cannot move a sample just inside a plastic bag, a normal plastic bag, because this chain of custody must be complied with. Otherwise, in court, even if this is an important piece of evidence, this will lose its importance if we do not have this chain of custody implemented. So what is key, since we are now revising all the procedures, this is really essential. This is really fundamental, because we can be very good in acquiring all swabs, all evidence. But if we do not comply with the proper preservation and the chain of custody in court, this evidence will be null. And so we have to be aware of this situation, and we must focus on this during the revision of procedures.